Welcome to Presentation Perfect. In this step-by-step tutorial, I'll show you how to create this awesome timeline animation in PowerPoint using the Morph transition, all in under 10 minutes. Here are the 5 colors I'll be using to create the gradients for this timeline. You can absolutely use your own colors, but if you want the exact same look, I've listed the hex codes here and in the description below. If you're not sure how to use hex codes, here's a quick guide. When you insert a shape, right-click on it and select Format Shape. Under the Fill Color options, click More Colors, then type in the hex code exactly as I'm doing here. Once you've entered the color, it will appear in your Recent Colors section for easy access later. Now let's get started. All right, we're going to start by inserting a rounded rectangle, just like this. We'll round out the edges to give it a nice capsule shape. Next, click on the shape and press Ctrl-D to duplicate it. Place the duplicate to the right of the original and keep duplicating until we have 10 shapes in total. Now click and drag to select all 10 shapes. Go to Arrange Align and click Align Middle. Then go to Arrange again and choose Distribute Horizontally. This makes sure everything is evenly spaced. The next step is to select them all again, group them, and compress them slightly to the left so they fit nicely on the slide. Then go to Align and click Center to place them directly in the center of the slide. Adjust the vertical position to your liking, just like I'm doing here. Once you're happy with the placement, ungroup them. Now we're going to remove the fill from all the shapes. Select them all, go to Shape Fill, and choose No Fill. Next, select the first shape and type in the first date, 1998. Before adding the rest of the dates, let's make sure the formatting is consistent. Select all the shapes, set the font color to black, and make the text bold. Now go ahead and type in the remaining dates like this. Once all the dates are in, select them all again and increase the font size. I'm going to set it to 28, so it's easy to read when the timeline is played. All right, that looks good. Now select all the shapes once more, and this time we're going to change the outlines to white. Go to the slide background, right-click, and choose Format Background, then set the color to black. Now the text appears invisible, and that's exactly what we want. Okay, now we're going to add a gradient highlight to the first shape. Start by duplicating the original shape. Just press Ctrl-D. Right-click on the duplicate, choose Format Shape, and then go to Gradient Fill. Now choose the gradient style you want. I'm keeping the typeset to linear and setting the direction to go from left to right. You can adjust this to your preference. Next, we'll customize the gradient stops. For the left stop, I'm choosing pink, and for the right stop, I'm going with blue. Now just tweak the gradient slightly to make sure the direction looks good. Like this. Once that's done, we're going to delete the text inside and remove the outline from the shape. Now place the shape back over the original, right on top. Then right-click and choose Send to Back. You should now clearly see the date text sitting nicely over the gradient background. Use your arrow keys to fine-tune the position if needed. All right, next up, let's add in some extra design elements and text. First, I'm going to insert a line at the top of the slide. Then I'll change the line color to white just to match the rest of the design. Now let's insert an image. After placing the image, I'm going to insert a rounded rectangle over it. Hold Shift as you drag to create a perfect square. Then pull the edges in to reduce the roundness a bit. Now hold Shift, select the image first, then the shape on top. Go to Shape Format, click on Merge Shapes, and choose Intersect. You can then right-click on the image and click Crop to adjust its position. Okay, that's looking good. Now I'm going to duplicate the top line and place another one at the bottom of the slide. I'll use a line center to make sure both lines are perfectly centered. Next, go to Insert, Text Box, and type in your heading or title. For the font, I'm using Impact, size 66, and the color's white, so it really stands out. Just position everything however you like, and that's it. You're done. Okay, once you're happy with your first slide, go ahead and duplicate it. Now, on this second slide, select the gradient shape, hold Shift, and drag it to the next date you want to highlight. Make sure you're selecting the filled gradient shape, not just the outline, since it's easy to accidentally grab the wrong one. Next, right-click on the shape, go to Format Shape, and update the gradient fill. This time, I'm choosing blue for the left stop and green for the right stop. Then, right-click on the image and choose Change Picture to replace it. Finally, update the text with the correct date and any other details. Now, the rest of the timeline follows the same process. I'll walk through it once more. Duplicate the current slide to create the third slide. Again, select the gradient shape, hold Shift, and drag it over to the next date circle. Right-click, go to Format Shape, and change the gradient stops. This time, I'm choosing green on the left and yellow on the right. Remember, you don't always have to use a gradient. You can also use solid fills if you prefer. It's totally up to your style and what works best visually. Now replace the image, just like we did before, and update the text. I got the date wrong here, so I'll just quickly correct it. Okay, now for the fourth slide, you simply repeat the same steps. Once you're done setting up all four slides, go ahead and select them all. Then go to the Transitions tab and choose Morph. Now let's play it to see how it looks. Yeah, as you can see, the highlight shape at the top is moving smoothly across the dates. Pretty cool, right? Now, if you want to take this a step further, we can also have the content move along with the dates. Let me show you how. On the first slide, select all the content, including the image, and copy it. Then go to the second slide, paste the content, and while holding Shift, drag it outside the slide, toward the left, like this. This is the direction the content will exit when transitioning to the slide. Now copy the content from the second slide, go back to the first slide, paste it, and drag it to the right, just off the slide. That's the direction it will enter from. Next, go on the third slide, copy its contents, and paste it on the previous slide to the right, creating its entrance path. Then copy the content from the second slide, paste it onto the third, and drag it to the left, again outside the slide. That's where it will exit. Now copy the content from the third slide, go to the next slide, and paste it off to the left, like this. That's the direction it will exit when transitioning. Then finally copy the content from the fourth slide, go back to the previous slide, and create its entrance path by pasting it to the right side of the slide. Now go ahead and play the entire sequence. And there you go, a super simple animated timeline design that you can use in your next presentation. You can also try this trick in a variety of styles like I did here, experimenting with different shapes and colors to suit your presentation. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more PowerPoint tips. Be sure to check out some of my other timeline tutorial videos and drop a comment to let me know what you'd like to see next.